Hi, I'm Dick Wagner.
Hey, and I'm Bill Giannone.
We're with the Crest Network, and today I want to talk about a topic that's rarely ever mentioned, and that is whiteboards. Right in front of Bill and I is a big whiteboard in the conference room here. And my take on whiteboards is the sales department, at a bare minimum, the sales department should have a whiteboard with a calendar built into it or manually drawn into it with the target number, the number that you need to sell that month. And then as you progress through the month, you keep adding up. Okay, we got this $6,000 job and this $2,000 job and this $12,000 job. Hey, we're well on our way. At the 15th of the month, we're well on our way to more than 50% of our, let's say, our $100,000 target. Again, I'm a big believer in, if it's in writing, it's going to get done, or the chances are much improved. If it's not in writing, may or may not.
No, absolutely. What do they always say? A plan not put down on paper is just a wish.
Yes.
And that's absolutely true. The other thing that I see all the time, Dick, which ties exactly into what you're saying, is the owners many times have access to that information. And for whatever reason, they don't feel comfortable sharing it with the teams.
Yeah.
So I'll make mention, hey, do you guys keep track of your expectations? And do you do your, where do we stand, for the month, and how close are we to meeting our targets? They all say, yeah, we have it. We have it on an Excel spreadsheet. And then I say, well, does your marketer get to access that spreadsheet? Do your PMs, do your production teams, do your sales teams get to access that? And they say, no.
Right.
Well, that's our internal numbers.
Right.
Well, what good is that if the people who you are expecting to perform to a certain level don't know what those expectations are and can't see their own progress?
And I would take it even one step further. I talked about the idea of having a whiteboard or a calendar on the wall, and you can even go to the store and buy one of those big 3-foot pre-printed calendars and tape them up there, which is fine. Do another thing, and that is put 3 months worth of calendars. We're in, let's say we do January, February, and March, and you're in January. You know what the number is that you want to hit for January, but on the February and March calendar, write down other events that are coming up, just as mental reminders, visual reminders. Oh, we got a plumber breakfast. Oh, we've got a supply house luncheon. It just, and if that's visible and available to your entire company, everybody's in the know.
Yeah, so important to set expectations for your workers, your teams, your company in general, but also allow them the ability to plan. Your perfect example is putting down your events outside of your office over the next couple of months.
Right.
The biggest mistake we can do is have Monday morning show up and say, oh my God, on Wednesday, I have a plumber breakfast.
Right.
That should be planned weeks in advance. If you're doing an event at a plumber supply house, even more time. Yes. You need to be there often, trying to solicit contests if you're doing stuff like that, making sure, ordering your food, getting everything set. Those little silly things that we kind of blow off, those should be company team responsibilities, not just the marketers.
Right.
And by doing that, you're setting expectations for your whole company to understand that part of the process. That's a great point. And like you said, whiteboards are very visible. They're not hidden behind somebody's password protected software.
Yeah.
They're out there for everybody to see. I love accountability. I don't have a problem telling owners that it's okay to share things like gross revenue targets with your teams. Right. They might figure out in their head how much money they think you're making out of it, but guess what? They're doing that anyway. Yeah. So why not just at least give them a target? Hey, we need to make $100,000 a month for us to pay all our bills. Here's our target. Where are we now on the 10th or the 12th or the 20th?
Absolutely.
If you make it a game, but your business is not just a game, but your business really is your business, It's okay to hold people accountable and call them out when they're not performing in a way that's not shaming them, but making it very visible.
Well, and one of the other things that it accomplishes is they're often saying, people that teach and coach on having good habits, is that if you make your goal public, the public helps hold you accountable. So I think that's extremely valuable. The other aspect, and I don't want to make this a real long video, but I also recommend that you put one more board up there that tracks by salesperson or by marketer the number of leads, the number of closed jobs day by day or week by week, so that you can track the closing ratios. Oh, wait a minute, this marketer brought in 20 jobs this month, but only 10 of them were closed. This marketer brought in 10 jobs this month and 100% of them were closed. That clearly shines a light on a problem, a weakness.
Absolutely. I'm a big sports guy. I like using sports analogies all the time. You got 25 players on a baseball team. Their own personal statistics are not kept private. Everybody in the world knows what the batting average of the shortstop and the third baseman are. What would be the difference? They're teammates, and yet everybody knows what their numbers are. What would be the difference sharing your own company numbers?
Absolutely. I'm Dick Wagner.
And I'm Bill Gino, and I really appreciate coming down and spending some time here, Dick, and hopefully we'll put it on a whiteboard next time.
Amen. Bye-bye.